like a vandal at night, you can't grab it. Fire underneath my hood is outstanding. Blast through a wall of bricks like Superman did. Ain't nothing holding me back but me standing. So I'ma take off right now from this planet. The new sound has been found in yo. I don't know what you've been told, but I ain't gonna stop till I break the mold. You see, I'm born in a mule. I wanna rise in the ceiling, yes I do. I think it's time to see a brand new menu.
Our coverage of the NFL has brought us to one of the league's most recognizable homes, Lucas Oil Stadium, opened in 2008 here in Indianapolis. Time for teams to start making moves towards the postseason. Here we go. It's week 11. Here's Smith on the return. The return manages to get just beyond the 30. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Straight to the air is Richardson. That's brought in. It's his back, Jonathan Taylor. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And it's good for an Indianapolis first down.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Shotgun snap now to Richardson. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
I'll tell you this, Kate, they doubled him knowing that was where the pass was likely headed. That's doing your homework. A bit surprising QB still threw it in that direction with how well the defense had that one covered.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions get more depth, but a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it. Except for this defense, it just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
And they can't chop to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. Here's the first carry for Jonathan Taylor. And he's able to keep it moving down to the 28. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4. From the 28. Brought in by Jake Ferguson. And he's able to take this one down to the 25.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, just find a way to get him the ball.
They're going to turn to Taylor on 3rd down. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line. That one gains 7. And it'll be first down, Colts. From the red zone now. He's on the move. And he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis. The Colts finish up an excellent opening series. It's an Adonai Mitchell touchdown. Lining up now to try the extra point. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Colts will jump out to a 7-0 lead. The Colts ready to kick this one away, and away we go once more. And that's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else. So that football coming out to the 30-yard line. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Right up the gut. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
It's his running back. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
They'll throw on 1st. Oh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time? Well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
2nd and 10 now. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. They deliver a shot before he can get to the line.
It takes a certain level of fearlessness, craziness to work over the middle of the field in this league. You're fighting through guys as you go, and all the while you know you could take a lick at any time.
Third and long for him here. He has the 1st over the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They get 22 on that one, and it'll give them a 1st down.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
Opening drive going according to plan. This is 1st and 10 at the 36. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he gets up for a gain of about 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a 1st down.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Back to throw now. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And it sets up 1st down. Now they'll throw out of the gun. Forced out to his right. Nice work by the back here. Playing safety valve complete.
Sure showed off some mobility on that play. Got outside the pocket and easily found an open man.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And defenders continue to swarm over to get him at the line. The rookie from Florida in on that stop.
Where one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6. They'll look to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown! The Snowhawks finish off their opening drive. They'll try this extra point. The point after splits the uprights.
Why did the Chargers go
And the Snowhawks respond with 7 of their own to tie it here early. And after they reach the end zone, they'll kick it off and turn things over to the defense. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Didn't make an effort to hit the landing area at all. So they're going to gift them a drive starting at the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Taylor gets it to begin the drive. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
On target to his man Taylor. And a massive hit at the end of that play. Oh, baby. But he hangs on through it. Still able to get that first down. They send a tight end in motion. First down throw here from Richardson. Taking a deep shot here. Brought in inside the 20. And he takes it in for the Indianapolis touchdown. The Colts break the tie here in the first. It's an Adonai Mitchell touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. That one splits the uprights. And the Colts take the lead here, 14-7 in the first. The Colts ready to kick this one away, and away we go once more. Kickoff taken at the 3. Oh, he's showing some burst on this return. Field flipping return as he brought it down on the opposite side of the 50.
I remember these feelings running on the field after a great return like that, Kate. It almost feels like stepping into a batter's box with runners on base. So much of the work has been done ahead of you, now you got to go deliver.
Football on that 47-yard line, first down. They'll come out throwing. Pocket isn't holding up, they're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling for that defense who puts a sack on the board.
And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49.
Textbook hitch route. Set him in the short field and deliver it once that defense turns their attention elsewhere. Okay, this is a low-ceiling play, but a reliable source of yardage.
Well, these top-tier offenses have brought the firepower. Welcome back. We're all set to start the second. Offense already out to resume its stride. They're stuck behind the sticks on 3rd and long. Trying to throw here out of the gun. Finds him on the crossing route. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. How about that play, Brock? On 3rd and 14, they find a way to convert. A give now from the gun. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up. Try and throw it here. He lets a heater go deep. Connects on the deep shot. Touchdown. Kicking unit comes out for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Snowhawks tie things up at 14. Following the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition has in store. And he just sends it over the end zone. No threat of a return at all, but now they're going to spot the ball at the 30 to begin the drive. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Throwing from the pistol, Richardson. He misfired on that one. It's behind his man. No luck finding his receiver that time. So that brings up 2nd down. Working from the gun, it's Richardson. Finds a seam down the middle. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. New set of downs for him from the 46. Play action with Richardson. This is caught inside the 15. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. 4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. This one's a little touch pass forward to his man coming across. And he won't challenge for the goal line. The stop made at the 4. They're 3 yards closer to the end zone. Here comes 2nd and goal. Short side option here. He's running left. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play. Running with Taylor. And they take it across the goal line for an Indianapolis touchdown. The Colts take a 2nd quarter lead. It's a Jonathan Taylor touchdown. That one right down the middle. And the Colts break that tie and now lead by 7. The Colts ready to kick this one away, and away we go once more. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Airing it out to start this drive. Throw left side, complete. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
8 yards to go. Well, let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Dropping back to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Offense in the hurry up here. Here he is on 3rd and long. Connects on the crosser. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19.
I think the defense is still turned around looking for where the ball is. Because that QB and tight ends, they got that ball out in a hurry.
4th and 3, drive on the line. Back to throw, needing a 1st. Into traffic, complete. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs. So we're at the 2-minute warning here from Indy. trailing on the scoreboard. They have themselves another 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. So it'll be 2nd down. So they opt for the shorter pass later in the progression on that play, Brock, but man, the defense took that away too.
Well, what they tell us yesterday in those production meetings, nothing comes easy. No easy completions from shots down the field to those checkdowns to the running back. Wanted to make this offense earn everything. They just did.
And they're going to get this down to the 4 before being stopped. It's a real solid pickup, 12 yards, and it rewards them with a 1st and goal.
I'm sure Coach, the play caller, doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
They'll throw it again. Gets it towards the end zone, but it's incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time. So now it'll be 2nd and goal.
Oh, that is such a bummer. A dropped touchdown right in the end zone. We're going to see how quickly he can flush this one. He better, because they got to make an impact later.
And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. Only manages 1 yard on that run, so now they'll need 3 on 3rd and goal. The defense calls a timeout, so that's their 1st. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call's going to be on 3rd down. Man in motion here. From the gun on 3rd down. He has the touchdown. So the offense showing a slightly different dimension there, Brock. Getting the running back involved with his hands for the touchdown.
Yeah, such an advantage. I think when you think about it, Kate, it really is about the 80s where we start to see these running backs not just tote the ball as runners, but be real weapons when they get the ball in the passing game.
Yeah.
That's well done.
Now after the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition can do. This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. He's got a lane up past the 30. His return gets him to the 32-yard line before he's taken down. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Richardson. Finds his running back, DeAndre Swift. And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line. They managed 22 on the rip and a 1st down. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. Richardson now on 1st and 10. He put some juice on a deep throw. Big gain downfield. He has the Indianapolis touchdown. It is a word broadcasters hesitate to use for a lottery. Since about 4 touchdowns in 4 drives, Brock. I think we can throw it out here. Perfection thus far.
Yeah, this game will humble you at this level. I mean, this is the best of the best playing it, and you don't normally see this kind of execution and this kind of efficiency, so I understand that word perfection. I will remind everybody, though, it's not how you start, it's how you finish.
And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Setting up a throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
Second and 10 now. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down.
Every offense I've ever seen from Pop Warner to the NFL's got this play in the playbook, but every offense isn't capable of executing it because it takes a quarterback and a receiver on the same page, and that page, it was textbook.
Pass play on 1st and 10. Oh, it put some heat on this deep ball, left side. Oh, and he can't follow through. He had the deep shot for a moment, Brock, but he bobbled it and drops it.
That drop ruins the payoff to a well-designed play. It got a man open, it beat the coverage. That's a call they can revisit in the future with hopefully a much better job finishing the catch.
Here he is to throw on 2nd down. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll go out of bounds close to the 35-yard line. Third down, 1 yard to go. Back to throw. Catch is made down the right sideline. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Working inside the red zone. Dumps it off to his running back. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. Timeout taken by the offense, their second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
2nd down now, 7 to go. They are throwing it again. That is incomplete. Down to 13 seconds left.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered Kate on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Throwing from the gun. Wow, his first real mistake. That's intercepted. And the Colts hit the defensive stand and come through with a turnover in the final moments of the half. Well, how quickly things can change. They were looking so good just a couple of plays ago, and suddenly, not anymore. A red zone look comes up empty with that interception.
I think the pressure got to him there, Kate. And I don't even mean all those pass rushers, although they were certainly coming too. I mean the pressure of being 3rd down in the red zone. That's where you got to slow yourself down as a quarterback and know you've got to simply protect the football.
Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate, Scott, Brock Ewart with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. Well, if you love high-scoring games, no doubt you have been glued to your television so far. And no signs of slowing down as we begin our second half. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. And they crush him right near the marker. It looks close, but yeah, Brock, I think he safely got that first down before the hit.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
To throw it on first down. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Colts get the football as he makes his third interception of this season. New set of downs from the 46. Taylor gets it on 1st and 10. And the middle holds. They don't get anything on the run. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap now to Richardson. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And that play is brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
Let's go. From the gun, Taylor. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss. The dose of the hurry-up offense here. From the shotgun, it's Richardson. Getting out to his left.
All right, we'll call that one a drop. He escapes, quarterback does. He avoids taking the sack. He's also denied a gain of any kind.
So now, here's 3rd and goal. Working from the gun, it's Richardson. He isn't holding up, they're able to drop him. And that sack gonna cost them some yardage. And the Colts will try for 3. Out comes their field goal unit. He's got to drive this 37 yards down the middle.
Anytime you start sniffing that red zone and you don't score 6, you only come away with 3 points. Not what you were looking for on the call sheet.
The Colts ready to kick this one away, and away we go once more. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Oh, no, they get him yet again. And the Colts get the football. He gets his 3rd interception of this season. Oh, man, Brock, somebody, those other leaders on that sideline, they've got to sit him down and calm him down. 3 consecutive drives now where he's thrown an interception.
Yeah, this defense is just all over him, seeing every throw.
He's got it deep downfield. And he has the Indianapolis touchdown. The Colts parlay the interception into points. That one splits the uprights. And the Colts take a 3-possession lead. The Colts ready to kick this one away, and away we go once more. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback, this drive starting from the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. So 2nd down coming up. Steadily keeping him involved in their passing game, Brock, but that throw now didn't work out the way his earlier targets had.
It kind of felt like, you could see that from the booth, this defense was sick and tired of this running back catching the ball.
Yeah.
A whole lot more active in their coverage, and somebody was ready to finally separate the football.
Oh, brother, it's another interception. And the Colts have it after forcing his 4th INT. Give me that. Well, just when you think things can't get any worse, Brock, I am not sure what you call it, because I don't think I've ever called it 4 straight drives ending in an interception.
Oh, as a former QB, Kate, I know exactly what to call this. A nightmare! 4 pick games are a rarity, and you never see it happen on consecutive drives. And at this point, listen, hey, offensive coordinator, play caller, run the ball. And I mean run the ball.
That one's caught along the left sideline. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And it's good for an Indianapolis first down. Great start to the drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play. Play action with Richardson. Bails out of the pocket quick. Ferguson there to bring it in. It's an Indianapolis touchdown! The Colts pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Now they'll see if they can tack on one more. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Colts make it a 24-point ball game. The Colts ready to kick this one away, and away we go once more. He doesn't like what he sees, so a touchback. They're going to begin at the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Getting right back to it after that interception. Short pass brought in. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. To the air now on 1st and 10. Chased out to his right. Looking right, throwing deep. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got 2nd down.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
And they pick him off again. And it's a pick 6.
If you have a girl problem out the back,
Went to the old well one too many times, Brock, and this time the defense was ready for it.
Now, you make as many catches as he has in this game, you're going to attract some going his way in the near future. And they had somebody there waiting for it that time.
That one right down the middle. And the Colts continue piling on to this lead. A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Back to the air following the pick 6. Throwing the out route complete. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They pick up 20 yards there, and that gives them the 1st. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. That's completed right side. And that is a touchdown! The Snowhawks lower the deficit they face. So no mistaking that play call, Brock. They send everybody on deep goes, and it winds up paying off. What a play.
And you'd think on the other side, defensively, they'd be ready for this. But this is truly a breakdown in the secondary. They're just not able to make a play on the ball in the air. And the end result, as you said, a big play and a touchdown.
They put a touchdown on the board, and now they'll send it away. Here's Smith on the return. Now bottle him up as he gets the return to the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. They'll send him over right. First down throw here from Richardson. Flushed out of the pocket. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Here's Richardson. Trying for the deep ball. This is brought in at the 15. It's a huge pickup on the play. And it'll be first down, Colts.
First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Taylor now up the middle. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. That's a gain of 13, and it sets him up with first and goal. Taylor runs it in. Touchdown, Indianapolis. The Colts keeping the pedal floored and adding 6 more. It's a Jonathan Taylor touchdown. That one splits the uprights. And the Colts grow their lead yet again. The Colts ready to kick this one away, and away we go once more. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
Down and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
First and 10 now from the 30. Airing it out to start this drive. It's his running back. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. Working quickly here.
A gain of 27 on the play. And the Toronto first down.
Back to pass on first and 10. Escapes the pocket. And like an empty wrapper, he just throws that one away.
Look at the coverage on that play, Kate. I love that. That is textbook defense right there. When the quarterback escapes the pocket, and you got to find somebody. You got to go get sticky on your offensive guy. It's exactly what the secondary did, and it forces the throwaway.
Second and 10 now. Finds a seam down the middle. And what a hit there. Ouch, she pays the price for moving the chains that time.
It's a gain of 20. First down.
Still sticking with the passing game. Buys time, rolling right. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. They'll throw it again. Can't connect over the middle. It's incomplete.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. He'll throw it. Cut out left. And they're going to get this down to the 4 before being stopped.
Complete to number 9.
This offense in position now. It's first and goal. He'll throw it yet again. And in for the touchdown. Well, Brock, this one has not been good to them so far, but they are still fighting and able to get in there for 6.
Just a drive that was all about scratching and clawing. As much as anything, Kate, it was just a pride drive to go and get your job done.
He's throwing for it. And the pass succeeds. A little momentum builder as they try to dig into this deficit. Worked so well the first time. Hey, why not go right back to it? See if you can be successful again. They do, and they are.
I like the way you say that right there, Kate, because you almost feel the confidence, right? Like if you get it the first time, you're almost playing with house money. Even if you fail, it's still 14 points. It's not really a failure, and if you get it, well, you gain even more confidence and make that opponent think that much more.
Coverage team tracks him down as the return reaches the 35. So it's good field position for the Colts as they get set, 1st and 10. A give left side to Taylor. And a short gain only as he gets up to the 37. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Taylor again. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. A gain of about 3, so a third of what they needed. 3rd and 6 coming up.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Richardson. That's caught for the first. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. All right, set now, 1st and 10. They motion the tight end over. On the counter, it's Taylor. Has a lane inside the 35. And they take it across the goal line for an Indianapolis touchdown. The Colts put up even more points in a win. It's a Jonathan Taylor touchdown, his 3rd of the game on the ground. That one right down the middle. And the Colts tack on 7 more to their lead. The Colts ready to kick this one away, and away we go once more. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 30-yard line.
First and 10 now from the 30. Throwing now, off play action. Oh no, they get him yet again! And the Colts are gonna have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
You know, my dad was my old high school coach. He's a play caller. He was an offensive guy. And after days like this, and I remember one in particular, he'd say, son, some days peanuts, some days shells. This has been nothing but a bunch of shells for this quarterback today.
And not much doing. He stopped quickly. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Shotgun, handoff to Taylor. And he's brought down for a loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
On the move, headed right. He finds his running back on a deep shot. Nicely done. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
And he won't get anything there. Several defenders nearby to hold him up. Call it no gain that time, and they'll have 2nd and goal. We're down to the 2-minute warning here in Indy. Colts ready to pick up their 8th win of the season. Trying again from the 2. It's 2nd and goal. Taylor. And stop me if you've heard this before, Brock. They've scored again, and they grow that lead further. The Colts keep running away with this. It's a Jonathan Taylor touchdown. That one splits the uprights. And the Colts continue adding on to that lead. The Colts ready to kick this one away, and away we go once more. He fields it from the 8.
Oh, yeah. Sheesh. No, yeah.
They'll get this drive started. First and 10. They take a knee, and that's going to force that defense to burn a timeout if they want to save any clock here. They take a knee, and that's going to force that defense to burn a timeout if they want to save any clock here. This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. They take a knee, and that's going to force that defense to burn a timeout if they want to save any clock here. The Snowhawks getting ready to send this one flying. And this somehow is only going to be our first punt of the game.
Bro, I scored on every drive.
It's a fake from deep on their own half. And there it is. He just kept choosing to go backward, partner. And now he's all the way in his own end zone for a safety. Cannot believe it.
Nice, I'm out.